Hi, this is Laura Turner, and today we're going to talk about some tips for writing fantasy stories. First of all, you're going to want to make sure that you create the world of your fantasy story, and you make it very specific. Fantasy, of course, will take place in a world that is not our own, but it is also sort of based on our own because we can only pull from what we know. So really think about what the rules of your world are and get that nailed down even before you start writing your story. Next, create characters who function inside that world and who create the most conflict within it. The best fantasy characters are the ones who go against the grain of the world and show us the flaws in the world that you've created as well as the beauty of the world that you've made. So actually use characters who will work with the world that you've created. Next, decide if you're going to be writing an allegory, if your fantasy story is actually going to be standing in for a story about something else, a story about morality, or even more specific, a story about a religious figure. Decide what you are trying to say with your fantasy story. Why must you write fantasy and not realistic prose? And next, create flora and fauna and specific things that are unique to your world. Make your world, as in the Harry Potter series, we have animals and monsters that are unique to that world, but that are also drawn from other sources. So make your world lush and vibrant with specific things that you can pull in, and you can almost make sort of a lexicon of material on your world. So really, my biggest tip for writing a fantasy story is to make sure that world is specific and contains lots of facets to it, like our own world. So have fun with it.